Hey guys, Storm Chaser B. Dean Barry, Keystone Prime weather here, and we're getting deep into the spring. It's almost summer. Things are heating up all across the country. And what are we looking forward to? Northeastern severe season, Atlantic hurricane season. Well, take a look at this. Reed Timmer, Brett Adair, Jordan Hall, Stas Speransky, some of the best chasers have already bedlinered their entire vehicle to prevent damage from occurring. You got to take care of it for it to take care of you, and Keystone Prime is joining in on that trend. Today, we're going to bedline our entire Jeep. Stick around.
You're approaching a twisting storm. Please exercise caution. 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 Caution.
Okay, so the little transmission problem only cost us about a week, but there were shipping delays, so we lost that week anyway. At least we got something fixed. So speaking of getting things fixed, this is going to require a lot more than just slathering some paint onto a vehicle. We've got a lot we have to do, and the last of the deliveries are supposed to occur today, which is the 4 gallons of Rustoleum roll-on bedliner, of course in base black. So that's being delivered today, and that means the project can finally start. There's a lot that needs to be done. There's got to be parts taken off of this. A lot of antennas have to come off, mounts taped up. We've got to mask things. This rack has to come off. That means all of the floodlights up there have to be unwired. So we got a lot to do. Let's get started. All right, so there's a few things that have been done, a few more things that have got to be done, but you know, I think we're just about ready to start. And the first step to doing this is going to be getting the paint clean of any waxes and contaminants. How do you do that? Dish soap. Dawn dish soap and water will take off most of your protectant coatings. So the ceramic that's been on this thing, all of the waxes, everything else, that's going to get a good soap wash and water. Not even pressure, just soap wash and water. We're going to run all that stuff off of it, and then we're going to get to prepping the paint. This looks like a bunch of stuff, because it is. Listen, you might see the prices of do-it-yourself bedliner and say, I'm not going to pay Line-X $4,000, $6,000, $7,000 to spray my whole car. I'm going to do it myself for $200. No, you're not. a big chunk of price for Line-X, Rhino Liner, any of that stuff is going to be labor. There's a ton of labor involved in this. There's removing parts. You saw it earlier. There's masking. There's disposal fees. There's all types of stuff. But if you're doing it yourself, you can afford not to pay that. But to do it right, you're still going to spend $1,000, because that's what I spent. This is over $1,000, and the gallons aren't even here yet. I'm just doing prep work. The gallons will be here in a teensy bit. But for right now, let's go ahead and start on getting this thing ready, because this is going to take forever and I don't want to lose my truck for a week.
Ganja smoking, they got rum in me cup. Bad gals wind up on the dance floor. All the gals wind up on the dance floor.
We're at the end of day 1, and already you can see this project is coming together. The first coats are on, 2 gallons worth, as a matter of fact, of Rustoleum truck bed liner, and another 2 gallons tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back. Good morning, guys. Day 2, and this will be the last day, because this thing isn't going to be tan. I checked out the desert tan earlier. I really did not like the way that the color pattern fell. I really didn't like the shading, so this vehicle will be murdered out. It will be black. Today we are just going to finish things up, because there's actually a pretty deep coat on this already, and we're just going to be shoring that up on the horizontal surfaces and doing a dust coat to get the nice grit on there, and then we will show off the finished product here on Rigs. Stay watching. Alright guys, and it is done. You might notice that the lower is not desert tan, and there's a reason for that. The desert tan I was sent, I really didn't like the color. I sprayed it along the back bumper, and I didn't like it. So that didn't happen. Now we're all dark. We're all black truck bed liner all the way around, and I'm going to be putting the roof rack with the floodlights and everything back on it here in a little bit, and we're going to get this thing squared away. But this bed liner job is done. Now, does it look like a Line-X job? No. Is it rock hard like a Line-X job? No. Will it protect you like a Line-X job? More than likely. Was it $6,000? No, it was not. You can do this with a shots gun. You can do this with roller like I did. You can do this with spray cans. Just prep your surfaces. You're gonna find some spots when you peel up the tape and when you start removing things that wanted to peel away. You're gonna find some weak spots. You're going to find some spots where maybe it didn't turn out as well as you wanted it to, and that's okay. You still got a can of that stuff. Get you a brush, dab it in there, get that firmed back up. See, the thing with truck bed liner is that it is repairable. Let's say you catch a very large hailstone and for some reason a big plug of it comes off. You get a good impact and it was too much for it, it comes off. You can redo that spot. It'll blend back in. It's gonna be fine. And thank you for watching.